What's up, everybody? Today, I'm sharing the 7 biggest travel mistakes I've made, so you don't have to. These are real stories, mistakes that cost me money, time, and a lot of stress. Think of this as your ultimate guide to avoiding travel disasters. We'll cover everything from overpacking to forgetting crucial documents. I want you to learn from my pain, so your next trip is smooth and unforgettable. Get ready to take notes. This could save your vacation. Let's jump into the first and probably most common mistake. Trust me, you don't want to repeat it. Let's start with the classic mistake, overpacking. It's something almost every traveler does at least once, and trust me, I was no exception. The idea of fitting your entire life into a single suitcase sounds simple, but it's a trap that's easy to fall into. For my first big international trip, I was determined to be prepared for every possible scenario. Fancy dinners, spontaneous hikes, even the unlikely chance of snow in the tropics. I packed outfits for every occasion, rain gear, extra toiletries, and enough socks to last a month. My suitcase was so heavy, I could barely lift it off the ground. I remember standing over it, sweating, trying to zip it shut, and wondering if I'd made a huge mistake before I even left home. At the airport, reality hit hard. I paid a huge overweight baggage fee before I even left. That was money I could have spent on a great meal or a fun experience, but instead, it went to my overstuffed bag. Dragging that monster over cobblestone streets and up 4 flights of stairs with no elevator? Absolutely brutal. Every step felt like a workout, and I quickly realized my suitcase was more of a burden than a help. Every time I moved cities, it was a nightmare. Packing, unpacking, wrestling with stubborn zippers, and trying to fit everything back in. I spent more time dealing with my luggage than actually enjoying my trip. Meanwhile, my friends, who had packed just backpacks, were out exploring new places, grabbing street food, and making memories. I was always the one lagging behind, stuck with my rolling luggage, missing out on spontaneous adventures. The worst part? I used less than half of what I brought. Most of my clothes stayed folded and untouched at the bottom of my suitcase, taking up space and weighing me down. The suit I thought I'd need for a fancy dinner, never wore it. It just hung in the closet, a reminder of my overpacking. The extra shoes, dead weight. I wore the same comfortable pair every day, while the others just took up precious space. The lesson hit me hard. Every extra item is a burden, both physically and mentally. The more you carry, the more you have to worry about, and the less you enjoy the journey. Packing light gives you freedom. No more waiting for bags at the carousel, no more stress about lost luggage, and no more aching shoulders from hauling too much stuff. Here's my advice. Lay out everything you think you need, then cut it in half. Be ruthless. You'll thank yourself later when you're breezing through airports and hopping on trains without a second thought. Remember, you can always wash your clothes on the road or pick up something cheap if you really need it. Most places have laundromats or even hotel sinks that work just fine for a quick wash. Packing light is the first step to a stress-free adventure. It lets you move freely, change plans on a whim, and truly immerse yourself in the experience. Don't make my mistake. Your back and your wallet will thank you. You'll have more energy, more money, and way less stress. The less you bring, the more you experience. You'll be able to say yes to last-minute plans, join new friends, and explore without being tied down. Walk off the plane ready to explore, not weighed down by stuff you don't need. The world feels bigger and more exciting when you're not dragging your life behind you. You'll be more spontaneous, less stressed, and have a better trip overall. Trust me, the freedom is worth it. Trust me, less is more. You'll discover that what you leave behind is just as important as what you bring. That trip taught me that true freedom is packing light. It's about letting go of what you don't need so you can focus on what really matters. So make it your new travel rule. Pack light, travel far, and let the adventure unfold. Next up, one of the most stressful mistakes you can make, not checking visa requirements before you travel. I was so excited planning my multi-country adventure through Southeast Asia. I mapped out my route, booked all my flights and hotels, and started packing, thinking my passport was all I needed. I'd traveled before, so I assumed I knew the drill. But when I got to the airport for my third country, the airline agent looked at me and asked, "Where's your visa?" My heart absolutely dropped. I had no idea I even needed one. No visa, no flight. I was stuck in the airport watching my flight leave without me, and every minute felt like I was losing more money and time. I frantically searched for an emergency e-visa, but the process wasn't instant. It took days to get approved, and I was left stranded, anxiously checking my email for updates. I ended up losing 2 full days of my trip, had to buy a brand new flight at a much higher price, and wasted hundreds of dollars, just because I didn't spend 5 minutes double-checking the rules. The stress was unreal. I felt completely helpless, and it was all 100% avoidable if I'd just done a little more research. Always check visa requirements for every country you plan to visit, even if you're just passing through on a layover. Rules can change, and every country is different. Don't trust random travel blogs or what your friends say. Use only official government websites to get the most accurate and up-to-date information. Double-check your documents before you book anything. Make sure you have the right visas, and that your passport is valid for the required period. A simple online search can save you from a world of trouble, stress, and unexpected expenses. Don't let a missing visa ruin your adventure or force you to cancel your plans at the last minute. Learn from my panic, check and check again. Make it a habit before every trip. It's honestly the easiest way to avoid a travel disaster. Don't assume, verify every detail. Save yourself the stress, the money, and the heartbreak of missing out on your dream trip. Trust me, you'll thank yourself later for being prepared and doing your homework. This one's embarrassing. Ignoring local customs. In a small Asian village, I walked into a temple in shorts and a t-shirt, shoes on, snapping photos. The locals went silent. I'd just disrespected their sacred space. A kind man explained, knees and shoulders covered, shoes off. I was mortified. I apologized and left, feeling like an intruder. That moment taught me you're a guest, respect the rules. Before any trip, research basic etiquette, greetings, dress codes, gestures. A little effort goes a long way. Learn a few words in the local language. Hello, please, thank you. It shows respect and opens doors to real connections. Don't be the clueless tourist. A bit of research saves you from embarrassment and enriches your experience. Locals appreciate when you try. Respect makes travel better for everyone. Don't repeat my mistake, do your homework. It's the difference between being a guest and being an outsider. Skipping travel insurance, don't do it. I thought I was saving money until I broke my ankle hiking in South America. Miles from help, I needed surgery in a city hospital. No insurance meant a massive upfront deposit, thousands of dollars. I had to call home for help, drained my savings, and paid for a last-minute flight home. The total cost? Over 10 grand. Insurance would have cost a fraction. It's not just medical. Insurance covers lost bags, canceled flights, emergencies. Now, I never travel without it. It's the first thing I buy after booking a flight. Read the policy, know what's covered, and make it non-negotiable. Don't gamble with your health or finances. One accident can wipe out your savings. Make insurance part of your travel budget. Learn from my expensive mistake. Protect yourself. Future you will be grateful. Don't risk it. Ever. Let's talk about running out of money abroad. I once blew through my budget in Europe, living it up the first week. Nice meals, taxis, souvenirs. Halfway through, my card was declined. I had almost nothing left. The rest of my trip, bread and cheese, walking everywhere, missing out on experiences. It was miserable and totally my fault. The lesson: make a realistic daily budget before you go. Research average costs, meals, transport, attractions. Track your spending, use an app or notebook. Always have an emergency fund, separate cash or a backup card. Don't touch it unless it's a real emergency. Budgeting isn't about restriction. It's about enjoying your whole trip. Poor planning turns a dream vacation into survival mode. Plan ahead, track your money, and enjoy every day. Don't let careless spending ruin your adventure. Be smart, not sorry. Your future self will thank you. Budgeting equals freedom. Trust me, you want that peace of mind. Losing your documents while traveling is a nightmare that can turn your dream trip into a disaster in seconds. The anxiety hits you like a wave, and suddenly every plan you made feels like it's slipping through your fingers. I lost my travel wallet in a packed train station, passport, visas, tickets, cards, and cash, all gone in an instant. One moment I was excited for my next destination, the next I was frantically searching every pocket, every bag, hoping for a miracle. I missed my train, spent endless hours at the embassy, and had to cancel the rest of my trip. The stress was overwhelming, and the feeling of helplessness was something I'll never forget. I lost thousands, not just in money, but in lost experiences and memories, all because I didn't take a few simple precautions to back up my documents. Here's how you can avoid my disaster. Take clear photos of your passport, visas, and all your important bookings before you leave home. Make sure the images are legible and up to date. Email these copies to yourself and save them in a secure cloud storage service. That way you can access them from anywhere. even if your phone is lost or stolen. Never keep all your money and cards in one place. Split them up, some in your wallet, some in a hidden pouch, and a backup card tucked away separately. Hide a backup card and emergency cash in your luggage or hotel safe. It's a small step that can save you from a huge headache. If you lose your wallet, you're not stranded. With digital copies and backup funds, you can still prove your identity and access help. Digital copies make embassy visits smoother and faster, helping you get replacement documents without extra stress. Simple precautions like these can save you from trip-ending chaos and give you peace of mind wherever you go. Don't let one mistake ruin everything you've planned. Back up your documents, always, before every trip. Separate your money and cards, and keep a list of emergency contacts and card numbers somewhere safe. Be prepared for the worst, hope for the best, and travel with confidence knowing you're ready for anything. My panic attack can be your lesson. Stay organized, stay safe, and don't let a lost passport ruin your adventure. Take these steps, and you'll travel smarter and safer every time. Last mistake, trying to see too much, too fast. I once crammed 5 countries into 7 days. London, Paris, Rome, Berlin. Most of my time was spent in transit, not exploring. I rushed from landmark to landmark, snapping photos but barely experienced anything. I came home exhausted, with lots of pictures but few real memories. The lesson: quality over quantity. Spend more time in fewer places. Slow down, wander, and let yourself be spontaneous. The best moments happen when you're not rushing. Now I pick 1 or 2 spots and really get to know them. Build in free days for exploring. Travel isn't a checklist, it's about meaningful experiences. Don't turn your trip into a race. Slow travel is richer, deeper, and way more fun. Make memories, not just photo albums. Enjoy the journey, not just the destination. Those are my 7 biggest travel mistakes, so you don't have to make them. Travel should be amazing, not stressful or expensive. I hope my stories help you plan smarter and enjoy more. If you found this helpful, hit subscribe for more travel tips. Let's build a community of smarter travelers together. Thanks for watching. Your support means everything. Now go plan that next adventure, and remember, pack light, plan smart, and enjoy every moment. See you in the next video.